we're going to look at how to write an improper fraction in simplest form. Now, what you need to remember is that an improper fraction is never in simplest form. If you're looking at an improper fraction, it's just not in simplest form. So now here we have 8/5. This number is not in simplest form. So to write it in simplest form, you simply write it as a mixed number. So we know how to do that. So 8 divided by 5 is 1. With 3 left over, the denominator stays the same. 8/5 is equal to 1 3/5. Yet 8/5 is not in simplest form, and 1 3/5 is in simplest form. So now I have 17/8. That's an improper fraction. It's not in simplest form. So to put it in simplest form, I just write it as a mixed number. 17 divided by 8 is 2, with 1 left over, 2 1/8. Now that's in simplest form. The 17/8 is not. So I have 12/4. I want to write that in simplest form. I know it's not in simplest form because it's an improper fraction. So I just write it as a mixed number. So the fraction bar means divide. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And I am done because there's none left over. 12/4 makes a whole number, 3. So 12/4 is not in simplest form, yet 3 is. Now I have 29/6. Not in simplest form, it's an improper fraction. So I need to put it in simplest form by writing it as a mixed number. 29 divided by 6 is 4, and then there's 5 left over. Denominator stays the same, so 4 5/6 is the simplest form version, and 29/6 is not in simplest form, yet they are equal. I have 5/1, so to put it in simplest form, I just write it as a mixed number or whole number. 5 divided by 1 equals 5. 5 is in simplest form. 5/1 is not. Now over here in the bottom, we have 18/4. So I want to put it in simplest form, and I'm going to write it as a mixed number. 18 divided by 4 is 4, with 2 left over. Denominator stays the same. Yet 4 2/4 is not in simplest form because my fraction is not in simplest form. So now I need to put the fraction in simplest form. I'm noticing you can divide the numerator and denominator by 2 to put it in simplest form. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2/4 is the same as 1/2. So my 2/4 wasn't in simplest form, but I put it in simplest form by writing 1/2, and then, of course, my whole number stays the same. So 4 1/2 is simplest form. 18/4 is not, and then even though I wrote it as a mixed number and got 4 2/4, that's not in simplest form because my 2/4 was not in simplest form. So now my answer in simplest form is 4 1/2. Here's some more. 35/5. If I want to put it in simplest form, I just write it as a mixed number or whole number. 35 divided by 5 is 7. We're all set. Simplest form. My next one, 27/9 is not in simplest form because it's an improper fraction. Anytime you're looking at an improper fraction where the numerator is bigger than the denominator, it's not in simplest form. So I need to write it as a mixed number. 27 divided by 9 equals 3. And there we go, simplest form. Now we have 14/6. So 14 divided by 6 equals 2. And then there's 2 left over, and we have 2 2/6. Unfortunately, even that is not in simplest form because my 2/6 isn't in simplest form. You can divide the numerator and denominator by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 2/6 is equivalent to 1/3. It's just the 2/6 is not in simplest form. And then my whole number stays the same here. So 2 1/3 is equivalent to 2 1/6, yet, equivalent to 2 2/6, yet 2 2/6 is not in simplest form because the 2/6 is not. And then it's equivalent to 14/6, but that's not in simplest form because improper fractions are never in simplest form.